Good afternoon, Gareth.
Okay.
We've seen your squad. We've seen you've included Bukayo Saka in there. Obviously, he limped off for Arsenal in his last game. What's your understanding of his fitness?
That he's still being assessed. So obviously they've got a big game this weekend, and then there's another 7 days before we play Australia and 10 days before we play Italy as well. So everybody will monitor everything as we go forward.
No Raheem Sterling again. The last time you left him out, you said to us that you personally spoke to him. Did you do the same again this time? And if so, what did you say?
No, we spoke before the last squad. As I said, we've been happy with the wide players and the performances in the last four games in particular, and the two in March. The team are playing really well. So clearly there's some stability there. We have added Jarrod Bowen in those wide areas. I mean, he's scored 5 in 7 games. He's playing really well, and with the Australia game as well, there's an opportunity to learn some different things as well.
You've mentioned Bowen, Ollie Watkins coming back in as well. What's it been in particular about the way those two players, I suppose specifically Watkins, has done to impress you and to earn his place back?
Yeah, well, there's a little bit with Callum Wilson as well. So he's carrying an injury, not certain he'd be available. Ollie has started the season well. He's hit a bit of scoring form in the last couple of weeks. You have to be careful with that because you can't just go on recency bias when you're looking at selection. But he is in good form. He's obviously coming in on a high, and he's been with us before. We know his character, we know his personality. He's a good guy around the group. Team are playing well. He's playing for a club that are really well coached, and the team are in a good moment.
There was the news this week that Turkey have pulled out of the race to host Euro 2028, so it appears the path is clear for UK and Ireland to host that tournament. You've obviously had a taste of home Euros on a couple of occasions, in effect. What would it mean to yourself, everyone at the FA, to host a tournament like that again?
Well, it's clearly a joint bid with all the other home nations, so brilliant for everybody if that opportunity arises. There's still a little bit to do, I think. But I think all the nations are fantastic football nations, huge pride. That they'll have huge pride in hosting, and if the teams get qualified as well, then there's obviously some home advantage to hosting as well.
And just finally from me on VAR, if I can, obviously you're at the forefront of this in international football when it was first introduced in 2018, yet you'll have seen the errors, I'm sure, particularly that Liverpool goal that was disallowed against Tottenham. Mm-hmm. At this stage of its use, did you expect the system to be better, to be more reliable?
Well, when you say I was at the forefront, I wasn't for it. And my first experience of it, we're still not sure if the Jesse Lingard goal that knocked us out of a semi-final was legit or not. So I don't like it. I think we should just accept referees' decisions. But I also know that we're unlikely to go back to a world where we don't have technology as part of that decision-making process. So, but it was never going to resolve every issue, and I don't think there is any solution that will achieve that.